Super Cool Radio!
Hey everyone, before we jump into the show, I want to tell you about our merch store on Threadless. Shop a wide variety of logos with multiple colors and sizes available for each design. Your support is greatly appreciated and helps us continue to make killer content like this episode. Please visit supercoolradio.threadless.com or the link in the description to shop now. Hello everyone! I am Matthew Thomas. This is Super Cool Radio. I got a great guest with me at this time, making her third appearance here on Super Cool Radio. She just released a brand new single entitled Danger. Please welcome a super cool musician from Australia. She is Cassidy Paris.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Of course, very nice to see you again. And thank you so much. I definitely look forward to chatting with you.
Likewise. It's going to be a good chat.
So before we start this off, I did add some new questions since obviously the last time I've interviewed you. So we'll see how this goes. Definitely a new question, and I'm curious what your response is going to be. Mm-hmm. So for you, what has been the best concert you've been to, and the best concert you've performed at?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's so funny because earlier today I was just having the same conversation with another person on a podcast. And I'd probably say the best concert I've been to, I loved going to Aerosmith. When Aerosmith hit the Australian shores. That was a really, really cool concert, and I'm a massive Steven Tyler fan, so that was just awesome for me as a youngster to watch that, and he is like a huge inspiration to me as a frontman, and I think he's just a great personality to watch on stage. And, best place I've played. I just recently played my hometown with Heat Sweden when they did their Australian run at the Prince, and that was really cool because a lot of my family showed up, and there were a lot of people I knew there, and I feel like it was just an awesome venue and an awesome time.
Those are two really great answers. I have not seen Aerosmith live yet, but I bet they deliver a great show from many people that I've heard.
They do. Yeah, they definitely deliver 100%.
And it's funny you did mention Heat because that was actually my next follow-up question. I was going to talk about Heat since you had the opportunity to perform 4 shows with them
Yes.
across Australia. So how was that experience?
Absolutely unbelievable. Like I sound like a broken record, but Heat are literally my favorite rock band, and have been since the age of like 12. I remember my dad playing me the debut Heat album in the car, and I was just hooked instantly. I loved Kenny's voice. I loved Eric's voice. Both fantastic vocalists, and the band were just so super kind to me. They went above and beyond with me. We talked music. We talked females in rock. We talked the future of our music careers. So that was just unbelievably cool. We got to know them very well, and we still keep in touch today. They're very supportive, and I'll always be a massive fangirl of theirs.
Well, that is really awesome. I know I saw some video clips, photos, and stuff, and I obviously am very happy for you for getting a huge opportunity. Plus, I know you said this multiple times that obviously that Heat is your favorite band, so I was really happy you had the opportunity to tour with them. Thank
you. Yeah, like I said, it was like an absolute honor. Like for a girl my age to tour with their favorite band is just. It's mind blowing. So it's so cool to have that privilege and get up on that stage and, rock with some of your idols. Definitely, for sure. So for you, did you have a favorite moment from that tour? Favorite moment? I mean, there were so many, but like I was very nervous to meet Heat. I actually have met a few of the members from Heat when I played at a festival when I was about 15 years old, but I didn't get to chat to them very long. So I was a little bit nervous because obviously when you're doing a tour with someone or a band, you get to know them quite well. So I was very excited, but a little bit nervous as well. And I wasn't expecting to see them or meet them when I did. I was at the venue a little bit earlier than them, and I ran into them in the elevator, and I was just very starstruck. Like, I didn't even know what to say. And that was just super cool. It was a moment that will stay with me forever. And I just think they all came up and hugged me, and I was like, this is just absolutely unreal.
That sounds absolutely awesome. And again, very glad you had a really great opportunity and a really great experience touring with them. So for you, who are some bands that you have not performed with yet that you would like to perform with?
That's so difficult. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there because I'm playing on the same bill as them this week, actually. Skid Row. I'm playing on the same bill as Skid Row at a festival in the UK, so I travel there tomorrow. And I'll be playing on the same bill as them, which is literally crazy because I've had a Skid Row poster in my room since the age of like 6. And I'm going to be playing on the same bill as them. And everyone that knows me knows that I'm a massive Eric Gromwell fan. So it's going to be awesome to see him play with Skid Row for the first time. So yeah, I'd probably say them. I'd love to play with like Joan Jett, Lita Ford, Pat Benatar in the future, just because they were my rock idols growing up, and they're really the women that are responsible for molding me into the artist that I am today.
Very good picks, very good answer. I definitely hope you do get those opportunities to perform with those awesome musicians. I'm very happy you get to perform with Skid Row coming up very soon, at least on the same bill for the festival. I think it's going to be real awesome. I know I saw a lot of people hating on Skid Row for the new lead singer choice, and I don't really understand it because I think he's a good fit, but that's just me.
I think he's a fantastic fit, and I think that you shouldn't compare another singer to, like, they're completely different, and he brings a new modern twist to the band, so that's also super cool. And the new album's just absolutely killer. Like, there's no denying that the songs are unreal, his vocals sound unreal, everything sounds unreal on that album, and it's been a hit, which is awesome.
Definitely, for sure. And again, I know he got definitely a lot of hate online for it, and to me, it's very unnecessary. But I'm very glad you do get to perform. You do get to see them live coming up here soon. I do hope you have a great time. I saw Sebastian Bach live last year, but I've not seen actually Skid Row perform.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, my dad's band, Wicked Smile, are actually supporting them all over Australia when they come down to tour in Oz. So that's also very exciting for all of us here.
Definitely, for sure. Now, for you, so obviously, a big reason I'm chatting with you, so obviously the new single Danger just dropped. It was released for Halloween. So how was it writing and recording the single?
It's been a fantastic process. I think coming out of lockdown, it was very interesting because we kind of had written the song, and we needed to record the song. And obviously we do a lot of that online as it was, but it was kind of weird because I wasn't playing live. I wasn't really seeing anyone, so because the entire world was in a lockdown. So it kind of gave me a moment to kind of reevaluate what I wanted to do next with my career, and how I kind of wanted to come out with the next stage of my career. So I had to think to myself, and I really wanted to bring it back to my roots, and kind of bring out the rockiest single that I believe it's the rockiest single I've ever produced. And I think Danger is a real reflection of the artists that I grew up listening to and the music that I was exposed to as a youngster. And just writing with Paul and recording with Paul and him producing it is also an awesome experience every single time I do it. So I'm a very grateful girl.
Definitely, for sure. As I said, it's just been released, worldwide now. So for anyone who's not listened to it yet, what can they expect, musically and lyrically, from Danger?
Absolutely. I think Danger is the epitome of 80s rock meshed with a modern twist. And that's the way I like to describe it, because I think that I take a lot of different artists like your Lita Ford, Pat Benatar's, Joan Jett, and really use that wisely in my clip, because, and you can see it obviously in the video as well, because I do dress up as a couple of those, and that's why I wanted to release it on Halloween. So it's all connected, but the modern twist part was definitely something we had to have as well, because I wanted to show people who I am. And as much as they've had an influence on me, I am my own person, and I am a rock singer as myself.
I really do like how you phrased it. You know, obviously there are influences on you, but obviously you still have your own identity and own sound that you are currently working on throughout your career.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So for you, is this like the, you know, as you said, it's gonna be the more on the rock side for this single? Is this like kind of the direction you want to continue going forward or explore?
Definitely. I think that artists always evolve and stuff. So it's been interesting to kind of look back on my journey through music. And I know it's only been a couple of years since I actually started, but it's definitely, I think you can hear it in the song, you can hear it in my vocals, you can see it in my performance. And like I said, rock music has always been my family and my community that I've lived amongst. But I think that bringing out a single like this was really important to me to kind of say thank you for priming me as the rock artist that I am today.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Especially the artists that you did mention, really, they were trailblazers, you know, for the music industry, and they paved the way for so many people, obviously, including yourself as well. But they definitely really kind of set the standard and really paved the way for many other people.
Exactly. And I think even like modern day artists like your Lizzie Hales and your Taylor Momsons and Amy Lee, like they've had a massive impact on me in my singing and in my career as well so far. So you definitely see elements of that as well. But I think definitely paying homage to those 80s rock artists, because they were so played such a large role in my in becoming the artist I am, was really important in this video in particular.
Definitely, for sure. And so we did talk about, obviously you did mention the music video, and obviously I saw some behind the scenes photos of it, including, as you said, you dressed up as a few different musicians. So how was it filming the music video?
The music video was so fun. I had all my favorite people there. It was just such a cool experience, because I think that a music video always like brings the music to life, and it kind of shows people what the artist was thinking about when they were recording the single. So I think that this is definitely the best representation of what I was thinking about when recording a single in general. So the 80s rock artists was an idea we kind of thought out together, Paul and I. And we really wanted to kind of showcase that in the video, and that's how we decided to deliver it. So I'm glad a lot of people are digging it, are sharing it, and just loving it.
I'm definitely very happy for you, obviously, to get you know, as the support you've gotten, obviously, throughout when you first started and up until obviously the new release, Danger, as well. I'm definitely very happy for you, and obviously people are definitely supporting you, and I'm glad. I definitely look forward to seeing like how you progress from here as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been an awesome experience, and for someone like myself at such a young age, it's been fantastic to see so many people get on board with what I'm doing, because I'm well aware that I am that bridging artist and that I am kind of putting a modern twist on old school rock. So it's awesome to see that so many people are actually supporting me and building me up.
It is really awesome to see. And you know what you said, like with your sound and stuff, you know, it is kind of cool. Obviously, I know some of the people I've talked to, they said it's sometimes hard to develop original ideas, but it's cool, like for you, that you have so much music, like the whole history of music, to kind of look at, like, you know, your influences and to pick kind of different you know, styles to build towards your own sound. That to me, it sounds like it's like really cool.
Thank you. And I think that I've spoken about this before, but every single song that I've released is very different from the last. And I think that's a really important part about being a musician. You need to evolve and you need to change depending on, one, what you're going through, and two, where you want to be as an artist next. So I think this was a really important stage in my career, and I'm so happy that people are responding positively, because this song has been in the works for a while, and I really dig it, and I think it's my best yet. And I know every artist will say that, but I really do. I really believe in this song.
For sure, and I know obviously you feel very confident in it, and I know obviously you've received a lot of support for it, so your confidence matches like the support of it as well. But I'm very happy for you. As I said, you have a very lengthy career ahead of you. As you said, very young artist, but you have so much still ahead of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
But something coming up very soon for you. You'll be traveling to the UK very soon, but very soon, within about a day. To support Wicked Smile, and this is quite a lengthy tour for you. Have you performed in the UK before?
I've never been to the UK in my life. I've done a lot of traveling, whether that be for music or just solo traveling, and I've never been to the UK, so I'm very excited to head over to the UK with Wicked Smile. We've been prepping for this tour for what seems like ages. So, and it's been postponed because of COVID, but we're coming, and we're going to be in the UK very soon. So to take off tomorrow just feels like an absolute dream, and it's going to be so cool to see how people actually respond to our live music there, because a lot of people have been digging it online, and I've been speaking to a bunch of people for years, and so it's very exciting to be able to play over there.
Oh, for sure. So obviously COVID kind of, obviously threw off, a lot of different things. So did you ever think like this is actually going to happen, that you were going to be able to tour the UK?
I always knew it would happen in its own timing, and I really do feel like this is the best timing for both Wicked Smile and I to come over to the UK. The way the festival's aligned as well. I'm playing Winter Storm and HRH, so that's very, very exciting for me to be able to do that and have that opportunity. So I think that this was the best timing for us ultimately, even though COVID was definitely putting a spanner in the works for a lot of musicians. I think that this is going to be such an awesome tour, and that we're definitely ready now to show people what we've got.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you are prepared and ready to tour. I know COVID screwed up a lot of stuff, not just entertainment, just life in general. But I'm glad things are starting to, things that were in the works are finally coming to fruition as well. And so for you, this, as I said, this is a lengthy tour. I believe you started November 4th, and I believe it goes November 21, I want to say.
I think it's November 26th.
26th,
yeah, so I believe the last show we play is Winter Storm, and that's November 26th. So that's super exciting. I think that it's going to be definitely a learning curve as well for a lot of us, because we've never spent that much time together. But no, it's going to be so cool, because the band, we're all like best friends, and we'll muck around and stuff. But we do really enjoy playing a good show together, and putting on a show for the people that love our music and enjoy it. So it's going to be definitely a cool experience, and I'm sure we'll be delivering on social media with all the little things we experience whilst we're there.
Well, I definitely look forward to seeing some videos and photos from the tour. I know it's going to be really awesome for you and Wicked Smile. And actually, with the time difference, you only be like 5 hours ahead of me instead of 15.
I know, exactly. It's going to be super cool. So I know, super cool. It's going to be super cool.
Yes.
I know, that wasn't even intentional, but yeah, I'm very excited, and it's ultimately a dream of mine to be over there and to be playing over there very soon. So it's fantastic to have that under my belt at such a young age.
Definitely, for sure. Now, for you, how have you been preparing? Because as we said, this is going to be a very lengthy tour, over 20 plus days. How have you prepared for touring that long?
For sure. I think that there's a lot of things that singers go through to prepare for a tour. It's a very big process as well. So you've kind of got to be in the right mindset and put yourself in the right mindset. And I was very, very keen to tour, and I'm keen to tour for the rest of my life. So I always try to start by rehearsing as much as I can. So we'll do that with the band and by ourselves. And obviously, because I'm playing both an acoustic set and an electric set, I've got to rehearse both those sets and make sure that everything is fantastic and perfect in those sets. And then obviously on the physical aspect as well, it's going to take a toll on your body. So I'm constantly at the gym working out and trying to get myself into the best shape possible to be able to do this tour. But any singer will tell you that they're a little bit anal, especially now with COVID coming around as well. So I've just been trying to keep as safe as possible, do things from home when I can, and keep hydrated, drink lots of tea. Little things like that make a massive difference in the singer world. So it's definitely an experience. But the singer from Wicked Smile, Danny Ciccardi, and I are very on the same playing field with our vocals. We're very careful with what we do and even what we eat. So.
Well, it sounds like you've definitely taken a lot of the necessary steps to prepare for this tour. I do hope, obviously, travel-wise and show-wise, that everything goes very smoothly for you and Wicked Smile.
For sure. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
So, and since we were talking about live shows, so for you, do you have a favorite song to perform live?
Ooh, of mine or of like a cover that I do of myself? I'll do mine first and then I'll do a cover.
That sounds good, yes.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm going to love Danger the most, because I think that like even this morning I woke up to so many shares and stuff online and people saying it's their favorite single yet. So that's exciting. So I think I'll probably enjoy that one the most. I love playing Wannabe just because of the meaning behind it. I obviously was always the outcast in high school and continue to play the outcast in society. So I think that is definitely one of my favorite tracks to play live. Everyone really gets into it. It's high energy. And then I love playing Stronger with Wicked Smile as well, because that is a very powerful song, and I have a massive connection to that song. And gigging with the boys from Wicked Smile and Dane Ciccardi on stage is just the most fun. My favorite cover that I play is definitely Joan Jett, I Hate Myself for Loving You. Everyone loves that song live. People get into it, and it's a crowd favorite in my set. So yeah, it's very exciting.
All very great picks. Obviously, Wannabe is one of my favorite songs by you, and actually Stronger by Wicked Smile, also one of my favorites as well. So it sounds like you have very, very good songs in your set that obviously they have different emotion levels in them with different meanings behind them, but also you can straight up rock as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been cool, because I think that obviously not performing for a while stressed a lot of singers out, because obviously you had that time off for like 2 years basically. So it's been awesome to see people get back on board, get out to shows and support their local artists. And yeah, it's been fantastic.
It definitely is, and obviously that's been happening over in Australia as well. It's also happening in the U.S. as well. I'm very glad that stuff is starting to progress now, and obviously people are coming back out to shows and having a good time. I think live music is extremely important, as both of us already know.
Yeah, for sure. It's so important to like everyone's health. Like I get people saying this is the best, like when it's the best compliment when people come up to you after a live show and say that was so cool. I love that so much. But so many people come up to me and they say, this is my home. This is the best environment for me to be in. And I really feel like that's the same for me as well, because I feel most up at home up on that stage.
It definitely, it's not only obviously it's for the crowd, for people to come out, but also sometimes it gets overlooked. That's also for the performer too. You know, this is obviously playing music live is it's what you want to do. It's because you're a musician, and I think sometimes that gets overlooked. So you know, it's for the crowd, but it's also for the performers as well.
Exactly. It's literally our medicine, and every performer under the sun will probably tell you that. But writing, recording, putting out music, and playing it live, it is a medication for a lot of people, and it allows us to kind of put out all our feelings down onto a page or out and sing it out.
It definitely is. And also, what I've been saying during my interviews is it's an energy exchange between the performer and the crowd, and it's just so cool to watch. Like when the crowd's getting into it, the performer gets into it more, performer gets it more, crowd gets into it more. It is just so cool to see live.
It's so cool, and the connection that you have with I don't even like, and I've said this a lot, but I don't like calling people fans, because I really see people as my family and my friends, because they are responsible for shaping me into the artist that I am, and they continue to support my career. So when I see people out there, I just feel so connected to them. It's literally like, it's almost on a spiritual level that you feel that on stage, and you're just so passionate and so in that moment, and the adrenaline is just running. So it's awesome to be back on that stage.
Definitely, it's definitely a really great experience, and I'm really glad that you've obviously been performing shows this year, and you got a whole run of shows coming up in the UK that as we discussed, it's going to be really awesome for everyone involved on that tour.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the best time.
For sure. And I do, as I'm wrapping up this interview, I got an interesting question. I don't believe we've talked about this, so it's gonna be a fun question to close it out. Since you are a guitar player, so for you, who are your top 3 favorite guitarists?
Eddie Van Halen is definitely up there. Oh, this is so hard. Lita Ford, she's just insane, and probably Nita Strauss as well.
All very excellent picks.
Females in there, represent.
That's right. Well, I'm a huge Alice Cooper fan, so you know, I've seen her, Nita Strauss, I think 3 or 4 times at this point,
Yeah.
and she's incredible. She's
absolutely unbelievable, and I really mostly admire her stage presence as well. Yes. She knows how to rock that stage and use the stage wisely.
For sure, and the way, like, she does she has so much energy, and you know, as you said, the way she's able to perform. I know when I saw her, I think it was 2 times ago, she would like swing the guitar around a few times and like catch it and start playing again. And I just thought that was just so cool, and just to know your instrument very well, that you know exactly where to catch it and start playing again.
Exactly. And I think that her whole way of living on tour and stuff is definitely very inspirational for an artist like me, learning how to tour and balance life. And I think that her health lifestyle aspect of it as well is very inspirational for me, and I look up to that significantly in my career.
Yes, she is. She's definitely been very very open and very communicating with you know, her audience and on social media and stuff about very like healthy ways. I think she was doing like meal prep, like showing like
Exactly. And she's very smart with keeping safe as well, in regards to getting sick and stuff. So it's always awesome to learn from artists and kind of pull things from their schedules and see how you can kind of implement that into your own.
Definitely. She's been touring very extensively for almost 10 years too, so very good person to learn from, about very good tips about how to properly tour and all that stuff. So glad you got some good advice from her as well.
Exactly. I have met her before, actually, Nita Strauss. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when she came to Melbourne, I have met her, and she was just absolutely brilliant. She was so lovely, and I talked to her about guitar and performing when she came to Melbourne, and it was just so awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really awesome, and I've not had the opportunity to meet her, unfortunately, but I've seen her perform quite a few times. And again, we were talking like with Skid Row replacing the lead singer. I know she got a lot of backlash for jumping from leaving Alice Cooper to go to Demi Lovato. But again, I think it's gonna be kind of cool to have like a shredder like herself in a little bit more of the pop category. I think it's gonna be a very good combination. But again, that's me.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And I think that as a bridging artist, I think that's really important that females in rock actually understand that, because a lot of people, I think, misconstrue what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to put a modern twist on old school rock. And I think that in some ways, Demi has done the same. So I think that kind of implementing people like Nita Strauss into her lineup, and I know she's got a full group of female artists, which is just absolutely awesome for females in rock and roll. I think that's super cool that she's done that.
I think it is too. And again, I think evolution is a very big, important word, especially in the music industry, that it's not just the same music like from the 50s and 60s, that we've progressed 40, 50 years ahead of time now, and the music has to evolve. There has to be different styles, different influences for the next generation, like for yourself as well.
Exactly. And I think that that's definitely a really important point. Like even with my singles and what I've produced as an artist, I feel like I'm gradually, my voice is evolving, and the same with my sound as well. And I think that Danger is a real reflection of what I'm doing now and what steps I'm going to take to be a rock and roll artist. And I think that it really does show my roots, and it shows how I was actually brought up and the music I listened to when I was younger.
And I really like how you said that and everything. And again, you take many different influences, from stuff. Obviously, 80s music definitely is one of them, but also you've thrown many different elements as well. And that's from, again, as we talked about, the whole lineage and history of music as well, that you have so much that you can look at and inspire for yourself as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that there are so many people that are inspirational to me, whether they be in the rock genre or whether they be in other genres. My dad's always taught me and brought me up with the phrase, a good song is a good song, and to learn from it and learn the hooks and how songs are actually created and constructed. So I think that it's very important to learn that you can learn from any artist, and you have to take it all in like a sponge. So whether it's me learning from someone like Lizzie Hale or learning from someone a little bit older like Joan Jett, I'm always going to be all ears to those artists because I know how successful they've been in their craft.
Definitely. And soaking up information like a sponge is, for any career, not just music, that is the best way to progress and to better yourself.
Absolutely. Could not agree more.
And as I wrap this up, I do got one more thing. So obviously, this year closed out, you got the huge UK tour throughout all of November. What does 2023 look like for you?
2023 is looking very exciting. I have had lots of discussions with different people. Definitely going to be some new music. Definitely going to be some new stuff, some touring. So it's very exciting what I've got in the works, and I can't wait to share it with everyone very soon because I think that the next chapter for me is looking really cool.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it. I definitely look forward to seeing that chapter, but I definitely look forward to seeing the way you close out this year as well with that awesome tour.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure you'll see it all online.
I definitely will. And real quick, so if anyone's interested, where are some of the best places to find Cassidy Paris online?
Cassidy Paris Official on Instagram, Cassidy Paris on Facebook, Cassidy Paris Official on Twitter, TikTok. I've just downloaded TikTok. I like to call it Rock Talk because I don't think that I'm a typical TikTok artist, and I've been very, very vocal about that. So I've just downloaded TikTok, but you can follow me there on my Rock Talk account. So that's Cassidy Paris Official as well.
Very nice. I'll leave some links in the description as well. Please check out Stream Support. Give a like to Cassidy Paris. Brand new single, Danger, It is available everywhere right now. Make sure to give it a listen, watch the music video as well.
Listen to it.
That's right. Links for all of that, including the new single Danger, is in the description. And if for anyone who's watching this in the UK, make sure to see Cassidy Paris and Wicked Smile at a venue near you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Go listen to the single and go see me on tour.
That is right. For Cassidy Paris, I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching. Listen to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.